What is up, guys? This is Fox Gaming, and this is part 13 of my Let's Build a Skyscraper series. This is what we have so far. It's looking pretty nice. And we're kind of drawing towards the end of this, I guess. I'm going to start building the roof, and I've been thinking about what I'm going to be doing for the roof. I was thinking of making it green, actually. Like one of those older, I guess it would be copper that you see in all the cities, and then they have some weird chemical reaction and they turn from whatever copper looks like more of kind of like a brassy brownish gold to a green, and that may seem out of place because this is a pretty modern looking building, but I think it's gonna look cool. Sometimes these modern buildings have this kind of stuff, even though like they try and look older even though they're not. And I'm gonna try that with this building. I'm not gonna use like a flamboyant kind of green. I'm gonna use the darker, kind of more stylish green. But right now I'm building up the stairwell, like one last, I guess, level before like capping it off. And that's pretty much going to be it for the stairwell. Then I'm going to start with the shape of the roof, because like I said, it's going to be pointy, hopefully. And I got to get all my stuff. I still have all the things in my inventory from the elevator tutorial, which if you didn't see, I'd check that out. It's pretty cool. If you want a high-speed elevator that doesn't use redstone so it won't lag out your world. And I mean, it is pretty super fast. I didn't do this right. I have to do this. Like, it's faster than any redstone one I know. Any redstone elevator, that is. It's pretty cool. I should have put it in this building, but I didn't. Oh well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I think that's it for the stairwell. I'm going to cap it off with just iron, because iron looks nice. And I kind of slowed down on the recordings of these for a while, so sorry if I wasn't putting them out as frequently as I used to, but like I said, I was going to try and pace myself more in terms of releasing content. And I guess I did. So this is what we have. We have this top, like I said in like the last video, I was thinking of putting like a stage here, but I think I'm not gonna do that. But let's count how many of these are. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna raise this up 6, and I don't know how this is spaced, so I'm going to have to find out. But in the meantime, I could do this. Before I like start the kind of roof curving in, I'm going to have like a little I guess lookout like windows, like what I'm building right now. Although I don't think it's more for light, because you're not going to be able to look out of these windows, because I'm thinking of putting stone slabs in front of them. But it's kind of like I guess a very small natural light source for when it gets light out. The sun can shine through these. Sorry, I'm back. When I record my audio, sometimes I get a too slow disk error for some reason on my Mac, and I really don't like my Mac. It's getting really old, and it always like glitches, so sometimes I have to record audio multiple times during one episode. So if there's any weird pauses where like the video's spliced together, that's probably what happened. I'm gonna see if these can work two blocks apart. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Awesome. Well, they work perfectly. And put these like this. Now I don't know how they're gonna add up on the sides, but I think they're going to be the same, where there's going to be a smaller window in the middle. And by that I mean this. Yeah, it doesn't add up equally, so there's that little one in the middle. Which is alright. I can live with that. Alright. I'm gonna do the same to this side. Oops. I always hate that. I'm in a really bad position right now. Let me adjust myself. Okay, that's a little better. Now for this part. And I don't know if I should put... I was debating last episode, I think, about whether or not I should put stone or glass panes or just glass blocks for these windows, but I think I'm going to put glass panes. I know in the last video I said I may put glass blocks, but I think glass panes will look better. Or will they? Let me just zoom out and see how this looks. Yeah, glass panes, because they kind of tend to look brighter, which would be nice. Oops. Even they are a lot more of a pain to set down. I may not even put the stone slabs over these, because I think, well, I'm probably going to put them on top, but not over the windows. I think that the windows will just look good on their own. I may put one at the very bottom of the windows, and you'll see what I mean in a second. And again, really kind of repetitive stuff, but I guess it kind of pays off. And plus you have the ability to skip through these parts. I may end up further down the line, once these all have been released, start putting annotations saying this is when I start this, whenever there's a repetitive kind of thing I'm doing, skip to 2 minutes and 30 seconds to avoid watching me laying down carpet for a good 10 minutes. Which I think I kind of got rid of a lot of the repetitive stuff by just doing it before recording. So this would probably be in its 14th or 15th episode if I recorded everything on this build, but I haven't, because like you guys said, you didn't want to watch me build the same floor over and over again. And that's a lie. We'd probably be a lot farther down, 18, because I built 4 floors on my own without recording. And let's see. And this is what I meant by, I think I'm going to put them here and then here, so not blocking the windows too much. And I forgot to put windows on this side. Awesome. Quick run through this speed window placing. There should be Olympic sport where people just install windows, and that's why I don't pick sporting events for the Olympics. Alright. And I'm kind of really paranoid while doing this, looking at my Mac in case it stops recording again. Because I must suck, doing a Let's Build. I heard there's a new AverMedia capture card that does that, but doesn't tell you it stops recording. So it would suck if you're recording gameplay for a Let's Play or Let's Build, and it doesn't record any of it, and not only does it not record it, but it doesn't tell you that there was an error, and so you just keep building even though you're not recording. That would be a pain. The Mac does give me an error, but it doesn't make a noise. Usually it makes a noise when it pops up an error window, some weird little jingle to say, hey, there's a glitch, but for some reason it's not. So I have to be vigilant and make sure it doesn't stop recording. And it also sucks because it actually happened in part 11. I think there's a splice in the video, and that was because it stopped recording. But I do this thing where I like to sync the audio with the video. I do the 1, 2, 3 with the block, and that like I sync the 1, 2, 3 with the block movements. But I didn't do that in the second recording. I just started recording again after there was an error, and it was really hard to sync up. But thankfully I started counting blocks like later on in the video, so I was able to sync me counting with the placing of the blocks, and thus syncing all the audio in the video. So if you're recording audio with a different program than the one you're using to record video, that's a trick, I guess, to sync easily. Like, just do like a count beforehand and like do something in the video that is kind of paired with the counting. Could be with the block or whatever game you're playing. That actually looks really nice. I was not expecting that to look so, I don't know, it looks kind of ornamental in a way. The top, that is. And now for the roof. I'm not going to cover this just yet. If I am, it's going to be in glass, probably. The roof is gonna be glass, so you can actually look through the roof. I don't know. Thought it would be a good idea. And what I'm going to do next is, I don't know, maybe one more kind of, that's kind of pushing it. Or is it? Let me just look. I don't know. I'm debating whether or not to, I'll do another level of like, I guess this would be windows. So I'll do one more layer or level of that, and then I'll start with the green wool for the roof. And while I'm doing that, I think I should talk about a new series I kind of want to start up on my channel, because I don't think I'm just going to do Let's Build after Let's Build. That would get kind of stale for me, and probably you guys. So what I was thinking of doing is a map showcase, because there aren't 1,000 of those already. But I was going to do it a little bit different than everyone else who's doing it. I was going to, it's going to be kind of like a, excuse me, I just burped. Oh, that was gross. But what I was going to do was kind of start this map showcase for people who, say, have a really cool map, but lack the technology to share it with the world, like a PVR or camera or anything. Or they just want a high quality, I guess, showcase of their world. I know my channel isn't very well known, but I was gonna try and make this as for the creator as possible. So like, say you created a map and you want to showcase it, I would come to your world, showcase it, and if you're a YouTuber who's trying to take off in the YouTube community, I would link to your channel in the description and annotations, as well as any links to, like, I don't know, world download or anything like that. And I would send you a Mediafire download link to the raw unedited footage that I recorded of your world for you to do with whatever you want. So if you're a YouTuber and you want to make videos in the future but you don't know where to start, I'll give you actually just a bunch of unedited footage. God, that's really hard to say. Unedited footage of your world to mess around with. And there's plenty of free video editing software if you don't have any. If you have a PC like I do, I think it comes with Windows Live Movie Maker, which is a pretty decent program. It's really simple. It's what I use for these because I don't really need to do any editing. But along the line, like, if you want to invest in, I don't know, Sony Vegas or like Final Cut Pro X, that kind of stuff, but like can't right now, I think Windows Live Movie Maker is a good place to start. That's what I use. When I go back to school, I'm going to start using Final Cut Pro X. So expect the reason why I don't have an intro or anything like that or a good logo is because a lot of the equipment I would use is at my school. Our school's really good with providing tools for the students. They have a digital media center at the library, and it's really nice. They have animation studios, and by that I mean like Wacom pads are like these giant screens that you can draw on. Like you literally just draw on them with this stylus, and that's how you animate stuff and like do Photoshop. They have like a studio with one of those giant things. They have sound studios and like a bunch of programs preloaded on all the computers. Like there's computer labs, and they have like Final Cut Pro and every Adobe program. So when I get back to school, I'm gonna work in Flash and Illustrator to make a decent intro, hopefully. I may even change the logo. I painted the logo like a while, not too long ago. It would suck to, I guess, replace it already, but I don't know. I think I could do better. I'm going to probably update the logo, and I think just the quality of my uploads will get better once I go back to school. The only problem is there's going to be a period where I probably won't release much because I have to get a HDMI TV or computer screen or anything really. Just something with HDMI out, because I don't think I can record if I don't. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it is. If not, then I guess I'll just upload as much as I do. I don't think it's going to be in HD though, because I'm probably going to need like some weird breaker cable that converts HDMI into composite or component or whatever it is the Xbox uses. I really don't know. I know me and my roommate have been looking into getting a HD TV, so it won't be too long of a, and plus my birthday is coming up, so maybe I will get the necessary funds. Like, and you don't even need that much to get a HD TV. There's some like relatively small ones. Like, I don't want like a giant flat screen. I just want like anything with HDMI out to record stuff with. Would do. But as you can see, I started on the roof, and it's going to be green. And this is the green I was talking about. I didn't do like some weird teal or anything like that. Anything that would kind of look like aged copper. But this is actually starting to look nice. Like, it doesn't really go with the color scheme of the rest of the building, but it kind of does in a way. Like, it works. That's what I mean to say, I guess. And I don't know if I want it to... I don't know if I want to, like, have it go all the way, like, the point of the building to go all the way to the top, or do I want it to, like, plateau towards the top of the roof and, like, have, like, a window or something? Because this is going to be... This room is probably going to be one big penthouse kind of suite. So I don't know if I want it to have like a kind of open window roof thing. Some stargazing roof, I guess. I don't know what the term for those kind of roofs are, but... Or kind of windows are, I guess. But I'll think of something. Sorry if I'm rambling and I make no sense. I'm kind of trying to think and say what I'm thinking, which I feel like it doesn't make sense a lot of the time. Oops. But I don't know. I do go back and watch, and they make more sense than I assume they did, which I guess is good. But I do want lights at the top of this roof. I think I know what I'm going to do. Because the problem with this darker roof is it doesn't really show up at night. But I'm probably going to put lights like at the very top. And like decorative, like I'll probably put, what is it? Nether brick fence, like around. I don't know, it's all up in the air. But wow, this is actually getting towards the end. After I'm done the roof, I don't know if I brought this up yet, but like I said, I'll furnish a residential room and I'll furnish an office room, and that will be it pretty much. Didn't go as long as I thought it would, which is surprising. Although I do have to furnish the penthouse, so I'll probably do that next actually. Then a residential, or then an office. I guess I'll go work down the building. I'll furnish an office building, or I'll finish an office floor, and then I'll finish, which the office floor won't take that long, because like I said, I want it to be open for, I guess, if I want to make this an economy server, so I'll leave it open for people to set up their, I guess, practitioners and stuff like that. Oops. But the residential floor, on the other hand, is going to be a lot of interior work. But like I said, I'll only do one, and then I'll end the let's build. But see, that looks really nice, actually. It's different than all the other buildings around it, kind of. It kind of looks like old New York with a modern twist. And I think I want to, yes. And this is what I was talking about with the windowed roof, or whatever I said, stargazing roof. Although, that looks stupid. That is the real question. Will this look stupid? I'll do this. I'll go up one more, and then I don't think it's gonna have that kind of roof. Although it would be cool, I don't think it's gonna look nice. So I'll do this. If you want to build it with a window, if you're building long, then by all means. But I don't know if I want it to do that. But I'll do this instead. Actually, I'm just gonna do the whole thing like this. There. Beautiful. And then I'm going to put another big fence, like I said, and torches on the very top. Doop. And nope. Let's see if this looks not too bad. I like it. It's a fancy I'm thinking. I think I do want it to plateau. Sorry, this is going to be a... Wow, this is actually going to be a longer episode. It's already like 24 minutes in. Or 23 minutes and a half. 23 and a half minutes. I'm going to take off this last level and have... I'm going to make it this. I think this is gonna look alright. That looks alright. And then I'm gonna have the another brick fence go around this, and I'm gonna have the torches in the four corners. But I think once I place these last things, we're going to be done with the interior, or exterior that is. And then it's gonna be interior, and then we're done. Let's take a look. Very, very fancy. It does look like a really kind of snobby building, like a bank or something, but that's alright. Let me put, would I be able to put, no I can't, that's right. I can't put any kind of exterior lights on that, which is a bummer. I kind of want to do something, because like, I don't know, it may just be because it's dark. Once it gets bright out, I'll do this. I'm going to sleep and then see how the building looks in the morning, like so. Good night, everyone. And ooh, let's see how it looks in the light of day. Ooh, fancy. I like it. I like it. If you guys don't like it, you can definitely change it if you're building along. If you're not, and you're just really unhappy with how it looks, then I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I think that's the end of this video. We're gonna end it with the completion of the exterior. This has been Fox Gaming. Be sure to check out Part 14 when it comes out, and all the parts before this one if you want to follow along. Like and subscribe and share if you found this to be helpful, and the other like 10 videos to be helpful in building a cool building like this. Like I said, this has been Fox Gaming. See ya.